What's going on, YouTube? My name is Jacob, and in today's video I want to talk about Jimmy Kimmel and some of the controversy that he caused actually for his fucking two-minute skit about the gaming industry, about YouTubers, that he's so surprised that a lot of YouTubers are making such a good amount of money. Not only that, but he thinks that YouTube watching is stupid. Basically what he said is, why would you want to go watch another person watch, have fun on a game when you can go do it yourself? You know what I mean? And the thing is, this is how I want to start off my video. The thing is, there's a lot of reasons why people go on YouTube. Okay, for example, I'll give out mine. I go on YouTube after I get out of work. I sit down, I have my meal, and I generally like to get a laugh or two out of maybe like a trolling video, maybe a funny review. Maybe watch a good, well formulated, commentary. I mean, this is why I went on YouTube. I chose this particular subject, which is commentating, because this is what I enjoy to do. Now, those are just my reasons. I mean, I'm pretty sure you as an individual, you probably have your reasons why you go on YouTube. Maybe you have a particular, YouTuber that you really enjoy. Why? Because he's funny to look at. Not funny looking, but you get the fucking point. Like his content is entertaining. It's kind of like watching TV. You know what I mean? And this is what people, and they love to do this. You can see the passion whenever they come up with a video. Unless they're fucking kissing ass, advanced supply chop up in the videos. But you get the point. You know what I mean? But he did cause a shit ton of controversy, and I thought we would be more, thick-skinned than that, whenever it came down to it, because when I saw it, I mean, I thought it was pretty fucking hilarious, actually. That little skit that they came up with, when they said, why would you want to watch, another YouTuber, when you can watch that, that YouTube, that person watched that other video, and then they would go on like 4 times, and whenever it did cross the line was, for me, was when they brought in Jesus Christ at the end. He was at the very top, like, fuck, I can't remember the fucking name, like Holy YouTube, I can't remember. But the thing is, he's like sitting there on his fucking laptop, and it's like, oh my god, I've created a race of idiots. Now that did cross the line for me. I was like, what the fuck, man? Did you really have to bring Jesus into this shit? Really into your fucking skit? I mean, that did piss me the fuck off. It was very irritating. But again, people have to be more thick-skinned about this. They need to be able to shrug it off and just laugh it out loud and fucking ignore that shit, because Jimmy Kimmel is gonna do whatever the fuck he needs to do in order to get attention. His job revolves around that. That's why he became a comedian. I guess he's an entertainer. Just like other people do, like trolling videos on YouTube. Just like myself and other YouTubers, come up with commentaries. It's because of the retention times, because of the views. That's what we strive for. We strive for a better YouTube channel. We strive for a better skit whenever it comes down to maybe Jimmy Kimmel. You know what I mean? So he's gonna go in every single direction, trying to get attention from people, and even if it's bad attention. So people need to understand that. Now, I'm gonna give a couple of examples on how this, industry works, so people can understand the gravity of the situation. For example, when Donald Trump, he came up with his, very hurtful comments, about Mexicans and Hispanics, overall. That basically he said that every single Hispanic and Mexican that would cross over was basically a rapist, a thief, that they would steal the jobs from people here. And the thing is, they were, admittedly, they were pretty fucking arrogant comments or ignorant comments, as far as I know. But then I sat down and I tried to formulate and I criticized and try to analyze what the fuck he said. The thing is, what you have to understand is that Donald Trump, one way or another, he's a very successful man. He's very successful. He's very, very clever. Okay, he's not on that position of power just for the shits and giggles. I would hope not. He's there for a fucking reason. He's there because he's got the mind, the brain power, and he's got the skill to be in that position. He's got businesses, he's got a shit ton of things going on. and not just anybody can do that shit. You know, it takes a lot of time, patience, effort. You know, work. You know, you need the brain power again. You know, so you can be, you know, that successful, and he did. Now, again, it comes down to publicity. Okay, people will do anything for, you know, to get you to look at them. You know, fucking, there's such thing as clickbaiting too. A lot of people do a lot of clickbaiting. But what Donald Trump is, he made those hurtful comments, and this is coming from a very successful man. Okay, this is coming from a successful man, and the thing is, I thought about it. I'm like, there's no fucking way he doesn't know what the fuck he's saying. You know, he can't be that fucking arrogant. And I personally came to the conclusion that he's probably just saying that just to get a fucking kick out of people. He just to get a rise out of people. And he did. You know, people got fucking pissed. You know, they were all over the internet, all over the social media, just fucking, you know, talking shit about him. And the thing is, when it comes down to this particular industry, is there's no such thing as bad and good attention. You know, especially if you're in politics, or, you know, whatever business like this, or businesses that, you know, that revolve, you know, around politics or something like that. There's no such, you know, such thing as, you know, good and bad, you know, attention. Okay, for example, if I tell my friend that, you know, Donald Trump, he said, you know, some hurtful things about, you know, Hispanic people, and that he wants to take like overwhelming, you know, authority about, you know, over the United States, and come up with these fucking, you know, crazy ass ideas, maybe he might like that shit. You know, he might go on to hear his fucking speeches and whatnot. He might be like, holy shit, I like this dude. I want him to be president. You see what I mean? So I just caused, you know, even worse damage than what I originally intended to. You know, because I told my friend something that affected me in a negative way because I didn't like it, but he ended up liking that shit. You know, he ended up supporting fucking Donald Trump. You see what I mean? So it's a cause and effect type of situation. The same thing revolves around Jimmy Kimmel. The thing is, we're feeding the beast. Okay, in this situation, Jimmy Kimmel is a beast, and he's craving a lot of attention. Okay, people need to understand that. People need to understand that he's a comedian. He needs to get attention time. He needs to get retention time, views, whatever you want to call it. Because even in his YouTube video, he got a shit ton of fucking dislikes. You know, he got a shit fucking ton. But honestly, he doesn't give a shit about that. He got, you know, a rise out of us. People were talking about him. That's what he wanted. He wants people to talk about him. And that's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what the fuck I'm doing. You know, just, you know, coming up with this video. But the thing is, I'm trying to send out the right message to the people. Make sure, you know, send out the right message to Jimmy Kimmel, and the right message, you know, to the gaming community, because I consider myself part of the gaming community. And me, as a, you know, as an upcoming YouTuber, I don't want people to get turned off by comments on his, you know, video, you know, from coming from my fellow gamers, and, you know, and to show how fucking ignorant they are, because I don't want you to show off, or people in general to show off how ignorant they could be, you know, sending them, you know, death letters and shit like that. That's not the way you do it. That's not how you react to these types of situations. You do it in a civilized manner. And that's what we should encourage from people. Now that he got his fucking, you know, attention and whatnot, he got the retention time that he wanted. He got a kick out of, you know, he touched, you know, a soft spot on the gaming industry. He went for a low blow, and sadly people, you know, were falling out, you know, we're falling for it, and he got to the fucking point that he even made a second video about this. Now, this is, you know, an indication that, hey, he got what he wanted, basically. Okay, so you gave him what he wanted, so, you know, he got what he wanted. We ended up getting fucking screwed, and we got, you know, talk shit about, which is not cool. Now, I am prepared to offer a couple of solutions to this. Make sure we hit on the right path. Make sure we do the right thing, because this is a fire that could potentially grow to be a fucking thing that could destroy us all, you know, especially, you know, small time YouTubers like myself. I'm trying to grow my shit, and I don't want people to get turned off by it, you know. Now, a couple of things that we can do is, you know, actually like 3 things that we can do. First of all, get rid of the rage videos. I saw a lot of that, and that generally pissed me the fuck off. You know, don't rage. That's the worst thing you can do. Okay, do not rage on your fucking videos about this, situation. The smart thing to do is to combat this in a civilized manner. React to it positively in a way that, you're coming up with very well formulated, cases in order to combat his fucking ignorant, comments about gaming. Defend gaming in a proper way, in a proper manner, and people will hear you, people will listen to you, people will listen to reason and logic. So I fucking hope, So it comes down to that, you have to be able to react to this positively, not in a negative way. Do not be sending them, death threats, death letters, and that we're gonna kill his family, that we're gonna do all sorts of shit to him. No, that's not the way we do it. We have to be more thick-skinned about this. Okay, we gotta be able to, come up with, better arguments to contradict his fucking arguments. Show him and show the whole, industry that we're better than this. I'm proud of what I do. I'm proud of the fact that I have a YouTube channel, and hopefully one day it'll grow. I'm proud of that. This is what I enjoy to do. I love to have fucking overall control over my business, because, I have full control of this shit, so I fucking love it. And two is, if you have the need to, defend this, it's okay. It's completely comprehensible. I support this shit. I support your decision. But the thing is, do it in a civilized manner, okay? So those are the two things that we can do with her. We can be just let it die on itself, kind of like let it pass on like fucking diarrhea, and just fucking let it get out of your fucking system, and then you feel better, so it can die out. Or two, come up with, well formulated sentences. I mean, kind of like comments and, cases in order to, contradict, what he said. Prove him wrong. Don't prove him right. Do not feed the beast. If you're gonna feed the beast, fucking feed him fucking shit that he doesn't like, which is well crafted, cases in order to combat his fucking ignorant, comments. That's the way we do it. Okay, that's the way we can extinguish this fucking fire that wants to expand. Because trust me, we can't let it take over, the fucking forest, because we're all gonna get fucked. Trust me on this. So those are my two solutions that I offer. Either ignore the problem, just let it die out on its own, or if you do have the need to defend it, do it in a civilized manner. Do not be sending them death letters, because we are better than that. The gaming industry, the YouTube community is way better than that. Trust me on this, okay? So please, like and share the video if you enjoyed it. This is Jacob, logging off.